Hello, a very good morning to all my dear students. This is Mr. Ishitu Tasfaye, your biology teacher. Welcome to our today's lesson. Our lesson for today is chapter 21, lesson 4, which is about ecology of fungi, particularly symbiotic association of fungi. Let's start with the lesson objective. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to describe the symbiotic associations of fungi. Now, let's begin. How do fungi affect homeostasis in other organisms and the environment? Fungi are champions of decomposition. Together with bacteria, they play a crucial role in recycling materials through the process of decomposition. Many species of fungi help ecosystems maintain homeostasis by breaking down dead organisms and recycling essential elements and nutrients. Fungi also harm other organisms through forming parasitic associations. Parasitic fungi can cause serious disease in plants and animals by disrupting homeostasis. Some fungi form mutualistic associations with photosynthetic organisms in which both partners benefit. This is the one which we are going to focus on in today's lesson. As you know, fungi form symbiotic association, particularly mutualistic association, with other organisms, the likes of cyanobacteria, green algae, and roots of green plants. Now, let's look at the two most common symbiotic associations of fungi with other organisms. The very first one is lichen. What is a lichen? A lichen is a symbiotic association between a fungus and a photosynthetic organism. A photosynthetic organism is either a green algae or a cyanobacterium, or it can be both. How do the two parties of lichen benefit one another? The green algae or cyanobacterium carry out photosynthesis, providing the fungus with a source of energy, while the fungus provides the green algae or cyanobacterium with water and minerals and protects the delicate green cells from intense sunlight. Lichens are extremely resistant to drought and cold. Therefore, they can grow in places where few other organisms can survive, on a dry bare rock, in deserts, and on the tops of mountains. That is why lichens are pioneer species for primary succession. Lichens are able to survive in these harsh environments because the green algae or cyanobacterium carry out photosynthesis, providing the fungus with a source of energy, while the fungus provides the green algae or cyanobacterium with water and minerals together with protection. It is this teamwork that enables them to live in harsh environmental conditions. This diagram right here is a structure of a lichen, which is a symbiotic association between a fungus and cyanobacterium or green algae. Now, in this diagram, you can see that the protective upper surface of a lichen is made up of a closely and densely packed fungal hyphae. Below this layer are layers of green algae or cyanobacterium and loosely woven hyphae. The bottom layer contains small projections that attach the lichen to a rock or tree. Lichens are also remarkably sensitive to air pollution. They are among the first organisms to be affected when air quality deteriorates. Lichens are often the first organisms to enter barren environments, gradually breaking down the rocks on which they grow. In this way, lichens help in the early stages of soil formation. The second symbiotic association between fungus and other organisms is mycorrhizae. Fungi also form mutualistic relationships with plant roots. This symbiotic association of plant roots and fungi are called mycorrhizae. Researchers estimate that a whopping 80 to 90% of all plant species form mycorrhizae with fungi. Imagine what will happen to green plants if there are no fungi. Now, how do the components of mycorrhizae, meaning roots of green plants and fungus, help one another? The hyphae collect water and minerals and bring them to the roots, greatly increasing the effective surface area of the root system. In addition, the fungi release enzymes that free nutrients in the soil through the process of decomposition. The plants, in turn, provide the fungi with the products of photosynthesis. The presence of mycorrhizae is essential for the growth of many plants. The seeds of orchids, for example, cannot germinate in the absence of mycorrhizal fungi. Many trees are unable to survive without fungal symbionts. Interestingly, the partnership between plant and fungus does not end with a single plant. The roots of each plant are plugged into mycorrhizal networks that connect many plants. What is more surprising is that these networks appear to connect plants of different species. Dr. Susan Seamarge's research findings on different tree species suggest that plants and their associated fungi may be evolving as part of an ecological partnership, a very good example of co-evolution. The graph below illustrates the growth rates of three species of trees with and without mycorrhiza. As you can see in this graph, the y-axis shows the tree height in meters and is between 0 and 6, while the x-axis indicates three different species of trees. Now let's look at lemon as an example. The yellow bar indicates the lemon height when fungus is present. It is approximately about 5.8 or 9 meters tall, while when fungus is absent or mycorrhizal association is absent, the lemon grows only about 0.8 meters tall. This indicates the importance of fungus in the growth of green plants. Now, let's quickly recap the main points of today's lesson. Fungi can form two main types of mutualistic association with photosynthetic organisms in which both partners benefit. These symbiotic associations are lichen and mycorrhiza. Lichen is a symbiotic association between a fungus and a photosynthetic algae or cyanobacteria, while mycorrhiza is a symbiotic association between a fungus and root of green plants. Finally, let's answer the following lesson check questions. Question number 1. How do lichens assist in soil formation? Lichens gradually break down the rocks on which they grow. Question number 2. How does each of the partners in the lichen symbiosis benefit from the relationship? Correct answer is the photosynthetic partner, meaning the green algae or cyanobacterium, supplies food to the fungus. The fungus, on the other hand, provides water and minerals it absorbs from the surroundings and can protect the alga or cyanobacteria from too much sunlight. Question number 3. What type of symbiotic relationship is illustrated by mycorrhizae? Great. It is mutualism. Question number 4. What is the evolutionary significance of mycorrhizae? Mycorrhizal associations may have been critical in the evolution of land plants from aquatic ancestors. That's all from me for today. Thank you very much for watching. Till next time, take great care of yourself.